Hey everybody, I'm going to do a cover on the 2014 Emmy Awards and something that I noticed in these awards. A lot of people have been talking about the VMAs, even I did, and I haven't heard much about this, so I decided to take a look into it myself. It just passed the Emmy Awards, and what I noticed was that they revolved around, a lot around these spheres. See the sphere on the top there, and then you also see the sphere on the right and left screens. Well, those things actually are, there's a meaning to that. There's a reason why they put all these spheres all over the place in this. It's like what I was talking about in my last video, which I was trying to explain. I wish I'd explained a little better, actually, with how I thought it was. The VMAs had to do with CERN and opening portals. Well, these spheres have a lot to do with kind of like that with the portals. Um, there's a thing out there that is called a Dyson sphere. And what it is where basically you are entrapped in like this bubble, and it keeps you safe basically while you're going through space. That's why you see it also. He's showing you pictures also of movies this was in, but they use these things all over in the Emmy Awards. I've noticed, as you can see, this picture right here is really telling. It looks exactly like from the movie Contact, where Jodie Foster goes into that seat and then goes through a wormhole. Remember, and she ends up going and meeting with her dad supposedly. Um, but I did actually cover that too myself, where I thought it wasn't her dad. It was a fallen spirit that she was talking to, an alien. Aliens are pretty much the same thing as fallen spirits. I mean, they're alien from this world, so technically that's what it is. They are alien. But getting back to the sphere, that's what it was. And as you can see in this next picture here, she is standing in front of a cross. But this, I believe, they're trying to present as the crossing into another dimension, as you would say. The reason why I think this is because she actually is standing on a rotating platform. This thing actually rotates, and she goes around like rotating with it. So that's what the sphere does when it's rotating, when it's in motion, and when it's about to go into these wormholes. They literally have been showing you these things in the past two award ceremonies. And I think it was more simple, as obviously with the satanic things they're showing you, but they're also showing you this portal stuff. And actually, there's a lot of good researchers also that noticed this. But here's the Dyson sphere. This is what it looks like if you look it up. As you can see, it's the same kind of thing they showed on the set with the entwining things. This is, like I said, what you go into, and it spins around real quick, and then it takes you off into through a wormhole, and you end up wherever I guess you decide to go. But they're trying to open up these portals so these things can come in, I think, and that's why they think they show the sphere in the Emmys, because they're showing you what these things are coming from. This is from the movie Contact, like I said, and as you can clearly see, that's a sphere, a Dyson sphere. See how there's the crane it goes up, and then they go into, she goes up to the top, and then drops down into the sphere, and then once she hits the sphere, she goes into a wormhole, and then to another realm. This is clearly witchcraft they're putting in front of us, and they're also showing us what their plans are, I believe. It clearly shows this. I can't stress this enough. And this next one here, it's more like a picture I was kind of showing with like a cartoon kind of thing they made with the sphere. A little more I guess you say depth, so they can see what it looks like a little more. I think that last picture shows it all, though, with the Contact movie. I mean, it almost looks like they even made that thing. They're showing it off in that movie. Seriously, I wouldn't doubt it that they do that. Um, I'm sure they have been trying, at least trying to make something like that. And now I think they're showing us this stuff on the awards ceremonies, telling us that they probably are done or almost near done making this thing, and they're ready to flick it on. And when that happens, that's when all hell's going to break loose. Actually, coming onto this picture, that's what it is right here. It was used in the movie um, Hellraiser. Um, right next to him is like a sphere there. Actually, the pictures, that's what the picture tells you when you go to it, that there's a sphere up there. You can see on the sides next to him. Um, like I said, they've used this in many, many movies. These are just a couple of movies that could actually just fit into this. So these are the movies I thought that was the most interesting with this. And the next one clip I'll show you is one from the movie Explorers. If you remember way back, River Phoenix, Ethan Hawke, and I forget the other guy's name, were in this movie, and they actually end up figuring out how to. An alien civilization gives them the knowledge to make this sphere, and that's what protects them in space when they go to visit these things. See the bubble? And now this is from the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still. Same thing. Came down from a sphere, and then with the sphere, you know, then he comes out of the sphere, basically. That's all I can really say about that. Just another, propaganda thing they put out there. It's showing you this, what technology they have out. And this is a picture of the Dyson Sphere again, like I said. And look how they notice how they put the Venus in there and star. So it's a star. It's used to travel through the stars. This is what they're using, I think. It's not like you think of, like, Star Trek and stuff like that. Like they go into some ship and go off. I think it's what they get into these things, these Dyson spheres. Open up a portal before that, and then they get in these things to protect themselves, because they have to protect themselves when they do this. I don't know about the fallen angels when they do it, but I'm sure if they're showing us this, this is what they have to use too. Now this is a picture of I guess you would say one of those vision board cards like they did for the Illuminati card game. I don't think this is from the Illuminati card game, but it tells you all about this thing right here. If you want to pause it when it gets to the bottom, and you can see what this thing talks about here, about this card and what happens with this. It's used to attack by an opponent's monster. Equip this card to attacking monsters. See, and it's used to travel. Now here's the diameter, circumference, and surface area of a sphere. The weird part about this is that it adds up to 88. But that's when you don't use the pi part, though. You'll see that it says like 2 pi something, but also they use pi in that too. So that's another one they use a lot in these number games they do. I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. So let's go back to the Emmy picture real quick, and then see if you think I'm right with that. Okay, and like I said, here's the picture I showed you before of the set from the Emmys. And as you can clearly see, it's a Dyson sphere up there. And it is also up top, above. So it looks like it's coming down from somewhere, see? So, call me crazy, I don't care, whatever. I call them like I see them, and this is what I think they were trying to show here. And I think they were also showing portals, in the VMAs too, just like Unslave said. And actually, my a good researcher that I talked to, Spoken Night Ministries, even agreed with me about that. So, you be the judge, like I said. I just call them like I see them. I definitely recommend checking Spoken Night Ministries channel, by the way, too. He did a really good breakdown on underground bases. Oh, it was really good. I definitely would say check it out. And also, Unslaved did a really good one just recently about Unenslaved, I think it is. Yeah, did one about kind of what I was talking about. He said, how about the Stargate portal? He noticed the same thing I noticed, that it looked like a portal in the VMAs. And like I said, in this, they're showing a sphere, the Dyson sphere. So like I always say, be the judge yourselves. Don't take my word for anything. I just show you what I, you know, looked up and what I thought, and things look like and what could possibly be. As always, God bless, and I will see you for another video.